Hi, this I've got to say. First of all, I've been offline for a while. If you've had a kidney stone, you understand. Do you need to hear about that? If you've had one, you don't. And if you've never had one, you don't want to hear it, except to say, you better check your diet, because you'd rather die. Meantime, here's the issue. Over the past week or so, I've been flipping between Fox and the CNN/MSNBC twins. Here's what. Americans have dissociative identity disorder. We're split. Do you know that there are people who have this syndrome? Some of them have multiple personalities, as many as 9 or 22, and they manifest in different accents, wearing different makeup, different clothing, expressing themselves either as extroverts or introverts, male or female within the same body, child or adult, sometimes infantile child. Go to YouTube and check out D.i.D. Watch the girls and the boys, the men and the women who express these personalities. Here's what you need to know about that. As they phase in and out of each personality, one personality is unaware of the other. They don't communicate. It's like having at least 2 or more humans in one body. Siamese twins or triplets in the same mind. That's our country. When you watch MSNBC or CNN and you hear them express their opinions and the facts that they've gathered and interview pundits who are experts in their field, military advisors, retired military leaders, former political leaders, former governors, acting governors, former Defense Department specialists. It doesn't matter. Each of these networks interviews experts in their field who speak with authority to support or refute something that the former president has said or done, vice versa. When you switch to Fox Network, you hear them interview their set of specialists, pundits, experts, former military, former political advisors, former politicians, and acting. Each has its own set of expert witnesses to a particular alleged fact, and neither is willing to find a way to meet, to meld, or to relate with each other. Same is true of those with dissociative identity disorder within one human frame. Sometimes the adult in the mind knows the child, but the child takes sort of a back seat and then emerges when triggered, and vice versa. With therapy, some of these individuals have learned to meld their various personalities into one true identity. But guess what causes the problem in the first place? Are these people born this way? Is this an inherited condition? No. It's brought on by physical and emotional abuse, trauma in infancy, trauma in childhood, persistent abuse. These different personalities are forms of escape. And one is in denial of the other. It's a persistent coexistence of denial. Sound familiar? That's us. Our society needs therapy. Our society needs to come to grips and to confront the problem. Somebody needs to make everybody who watches Fox watch CNN and MSNBC for a solid week, and vice versa. And then we need to be called in conference to discuss it. We have plenty of time. We're going to be locked down for the winter. Let's get busy. Because when we emerge in the spring, we'd better be healed, or we're going to be vegetables, curled up like bugs on the ground, refusing to communicate with any but our own kind, kinds of which will bud and produce and breed and produce subsets of each other until we've subdivided so many times that we're just fragments. Right now we're fractured, but we're going to be fragments if we don't do something about this. We need to put ourselves back together. We're Humpty and Dumpty. We've lost our identity because we have dissociative identity disorder as a nation. Sila.